Good evening, students. Welcome back to the Mudra classes. So in previous class, I explained to you ledger accounts, preparation of ledger accounts, how to prepare ledger accounts, how to post that ledger account balance in trial balance. I will explain in the previous class. In today's session, I am going to explain you third chapter subsidiary books for intermediate as well as degree first year, first semester financial accounting, also same topic. Okay, for intermediate first year as well as degree first year, semester 1, BCom financial accounting 1, same syllabus beta, third chapter there and here both syllabus is same. Okay, so first of all, what is the meaning of subsidiary books? Okay, so in previous classes already I told you about accounting cycle. I told you already what beta? Accounting cycle. Okay, what in accounting cycle, what is the first step? First step in the accounting cycle is journal entries. Already we discussed in the previous class. What is the second step after journal entries? We will prepare ledger accounts. This is the second step. Okay, ledger accounts. Okay, what is the next step? Trial balance. So in last classes I will explain to you up to third step, Nana. Okay, after trial balance, what we have to prepare? We have to prepare financial accounting, final accounts otherwise. So fourth step is final accounts. This is the procedure of accounts. So this is the first step, journal entries, second step, ledger accounts, third step, trial balance, and the fourth step, final account. This is the accounting cycle. So in previous classes I explained ledger accounts and trial balance, Nana. Now see here, first step is what? Accounting cycle, journal entries. So generally, who will prepare journal entries beta? Who will write journal entries? This is the first step in accounting. Generally, if you consider small businesses, they have limited transactions. For example, if you take one kirana shop or medical shop or medium sized business, they have limited transactions per day. For example, 100 or 150 or 200 transactions per day. Okay, that's they so they have limited transactions. Because of that limited transaction, they can able to write journal entries for the transaction, and they can able to prepare ledger accounts, and they can able to prepare trial balance. But in the case of a big organizations like Reliance company, Amazon company, okay, so they have lot of transaction per day. For example, take Amazon company. How many members we will see on the road? Amazon delivery boys, how every day they are delivering goods to anyone else. Okay, so you see per day how many transactions happened in Amazon. For example, lakhs, crores of transactions is happened. For example, so many people are purchasing goods from Amazon, so they have lot of transactions. So for them it is not possible to record journal entry for every transaction, and they are unable to post ledger account, they are unable to prepare ledger account. So what they will do? So big organizations like Reliance company, like Amazon company, they are not preparing journal entries beta. Instead of journal entries, they will prepare separate books, that is called subsidiary books. Okay, they will prepare separate books, that is called subsidiary books. So for large organizations are not preparing journal entries and ledger accounts. You remember, large organizations are not preparing what? Not preparing beta? Journal entries. Okay, instead of journal entries, these large organizations are preparing subsidiary books. You have to remember this point. Instead of journal entries, what they are preparing beta? Subsidiary books. Of course, these ledger accounts are preparing by everyone, large organization as well as small organizations preparing by ledger accounts. Okay, but journal entries preparing only small organizations, large organizations not preparing these journal entries. Okay, I will explain in Telugu, Nana, so that everyone can understand. So accounting cycle లో ఫస్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏంటన్నా జర్నల్ ఎంట్రీస్, సెకండ్ స్టెప్ లెజర్ అకౌంట్స్, థర్డ్ స్టెప్ ట్రయల్ బ్యాలెన్స్, ఫోర్త్ స్టెప్ ఫైనల్ అకౌంట్స్. ఎప్పుడైతే చిన్న బిజినెస్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో, స్మాల్ బిజినెస్ కానీ చిన్న బిజినెస్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో వాళ్ళు వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ అనేటివి లిమిట్గా ఉంటాయి. పర్ డే వాళ్ళు 100 ట్రాన్సాక్షన్లో 200 ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్లో అయితే, ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మన ఇంటి పక్కన ఉన్న కిరాణా షాప్ తీసుకోండి, పర్ డే వాళ్ళు మాక్సిమం 200 కస్టమర్స్కి అమ్ముతారు గూడ్స్, అంతకంటే ఎక్కువ అమ్మరు కదా. అదే ఒక డిమార్ట్ ఎంతమందికి అమ్ముతుంది, ఒక రిలయన్స్ కంపెనీ వాళ్ళు ఎంత అమ్ముతారు అంటే వాళ్ళ దగ్గర చాలా ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. మన ఇంటి పక్కన ఉన్న కిరాణా షాప్కి తక్కువ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో దట్ స్మాల్ బిజినెసెస్ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు రైట్ జర్నల్ ఎంట్రీస్. ఆ స్మాల్ బిజినెస్ ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో వాళ్ళు జర్నల్ ఎంట్రీస్ రాయొచ్చు, వాళ్ళు లెజర్ అకౌంట్స్ కూడా ప్రిపేర్ చేయొచ్చు. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు బిజినెస్ తక్కువ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి రాయొచ్చు. కానీ రిలయన్స్ కంపెనీ, అమెజాన్ కంపెనీలో పర్ డే చాలా ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ జరుగుతాయి, లక్షల్లో ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ జరుగుతాయి, కోట్ల ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ జరుగుతాయి. వాళ్ళన్ని ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్కి జనరల్ ఎంట్రీస్ రాసి లెజర్ అకౌంట్స్ ప్రిపేర్ చేయడం అంటే వాళ్ళకి చాలా కష్టం. అందుకోసమని వాళ్ళు ఏం చేస్తారు అంటే ఈ జర్నల్ ఎంట్రీస్ బుక్ బదులుగా వాళ్ళు సబ్సిడరీ బుక్స్ అనేది ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తారు. I think you understand, Anna. See, in big organizations, what happened, beta? Big organizations, instead of journal entries, they will prepare the subsidiary books. बड़े organizations में क्या होता बेटा, जर्नल एंट्रीज नहीं प्रिपेयर करते, जर्नल एंट्रीज के बदले में उन्होंने सब्सिडरी बुक्स प्रिपेयर करते, कहीं को बोलते उधर ट्रांजैक्शन ज़्यादा रहते. ओके राइट, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग ऑफ सब्सिडरी बुक्स. इन सब्सिडरी बुक्स आर प्रिपेयरिंग बाय large organizations or big organizations, okay, who are having lot of transactions per day. Those people will follow subsidiary books instead of journal entries. Okay, so this is the meaning of subsidiary books, Nana. Now we will see the types of subsidiary books. So types of subsidiary books. How many types of subsidiary books are there? There are 8 subsidiary books, beta. There are how many subsidiary books, beta? 8 subsidiary books. First one purchase book. Second one purchase return book. Next, third one sales book. Fourth one sales return book. Fifth one cash book. Sixth one bills receivable book. Seventh one bills payable book. And the last one is journal proper. Last one is what, beta? Journal proper. Okay, so listen carefully. So how many subsidiary in intermediate level, in after completing your degree, okay, otherwise when you attend the interview, in interview asking these questions, what is subsidiary book, how many types of subsidiary books are there, asking in the viva questions. Otherwise in interview exam also they are asking how many types of subsidiary books are there. That time you have to say there are 8 subsidiary books. How many subsidiary books we have, beta? We have 8 subsidiary books. First one is purchase book, second one purchase return book, next sales book, after that sales return book, cash book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, and journal proper. There are total 8 subsidiary books we have. Total how many subsidiary books we have, beta? We have total 8 subsidiary books. Okay, in intermediate level, beta, in intermediate level, from these 4 books asking compulsory one question for 5 marks. Okay, one is purchase book, purchase return book, sale return book. From this 4 book asking one question for how many marks? 5 marks. And from this cash book they are asking for 10 marks. Okay, from this book one 5 marks question is asking, and from cash book asking 10 marks book. 10 marks problem, and from this journal entry asking journal proper asking 2 marks. Okay, in intermediate level you not have this bills receivable book and bills payable book, but you have in the degree level. Okay, so in intermediate level you not have these two topics, bills receivable book and bills payable book. So from these 4 books you will get one 5 marks question, from cash book you will get one 10 marks question, from journal proper you will get how many marks? 2 marks. Okay, total 17 marks you are going to get from this chapter. So very, very important and easy to get marks from this chapter. So concentrate very well and listen properly. Okay, right. Now, what is the rule of purchase book? We learn now one by one purchase. What is purchase book, purchase return book, sale return book we will learn. Okay, and one more thing I will tell you, cash book we have separate chapter. Nana, 5th chapter we have cash book in intermediate level, but in degree level become first year final accounts, financial accounting 1 semester 1, you have cash book also including in the 3rd chapter, but in intermediate level you have separate chapter this cash book. Okay, right. Now in today's session, in this sorry, in this session we will prepare, we will learn what is purchase book, purchase return book, sale book and sale return book. Okay, just a minute. Right, let's see. Purchase book. Purchase book. In purchase book we have to record only credit transaction of goods, only credit purchase of goods only we are recording. Here I will write here, only credit purchase of goods recording, only credit purchase of goods only we are recording in the purchase book. Cash purchase of goods not recording. Next one, assets purchased, assets purchased for cash or credit not recording. This is very, very important. And now this is the rule, purchase book rule. To do the purchase book you have to remember these 3 points. To do the purchase book you have to remember these 3 points. What is that? Rule number 1. What is the rule number 1? Only credit purchase of goods only we have to record. What we have to purchase? We have to purchase goods, that too for credit. What is the meaning of credit? English word you remember, English word credit. Credit means without paying cash, without paying cash, without paying cash. If you purchase any goods, that is called credit, not debit credit. In accounts language we have debit and credit. Debit means left side of an account, credit means right side of an account. This is not that credit. Okay, అకౌంటెన్సీలో మనకి డెబిట్ క్రెడిట్ ఉంటే నాన్న, డెబిట్ అంటే లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్, క్రెడిట్ అంటే రైట్ సైడ్. ఇది ఆ క్రెడిట్ కాదు, ఇక్కడ క్రెడిట్ అంటే అప్పు. క్రెడిట్ మీన్స్ వాట్ బెటా హియర్? క్రెడిట్ మీన్స్ विदाउट पेइंग कैश वी परचेज्ड गुड्स. क्रेडिट అంటే क्रेडिट बोलते मतलब क्या बेटा? उधार. Okay, so only credit purchase of goods are recording. That means we purchased goods but we will not pay cash immediately. We will not pay cash immediately, we will pay afterwards. That is called credit purchases. Credit purchase అంటే మనం గూడ్స్ కొంటాము కానీ పైసలు ఇయ్యం, తర్వాత ఇస్తామని చెప్తాము, అది క్రెడిట్ పర్చేజ్ అంటారు. Then what is cash purchases? Cash purchases means we purchased goods and we paid cash. That is called cash purchases. Cash purchase అంటే అర్థమైందనా? మనం గూడ్స్ పర్చేజ్ చేస్తాం, ఇమీడియట్గా క్యాష్ ఇచ్చేస్తాం. మనం గూడ్స్ పర్చేజ్ చేస్తాం, ఇమీడియట్గా క్యాష్ ఇచ్చేస్తాం. దాన్ని ఏమంటారు? క్యాష్ పర్చేజెస్ అని అంటారు. సో వీ విల్ పర్చేజ్ ద గూడ్స్ అండ్ విల్ పే ద క్యాష్. Okay, we'll purchase the goods and we'll pay the cash. That is called cash purchases. So cash purchase of goods are not recording. Listen, When you purchased goods and immediately we paid cash, that type of transactions will not record in the purchase book. Then where we will record? We will record in the cash book. When you are purchasing goods by paying cash, we will record in the cash book, not in the purchase book. Okay. So last one, third one. Assets purchased. Assets purchased. What is the meaning of assets? Example, assets means land, building, furniture, machinery. uh, so land, building, furniture, machinery, etc. So now you know what are the assets. So whenever you purchased assets, we will not record it in the purchase book. Whenever we purchased assets, we will not record it in the purchase book. You have to remember this. Whenever you are purchasing the goods, we are not recording in the purchase. Whenever we are purchasing the assets like land, building, furniture, machinery, we will not record in the purchase book. So only one item only we are recording beta, that is only credit purchase of goods only we are recording. Example, when you purchased goods and when you not paid cash, that is called credit purchases. That time only we will record, otherwise we will not record. Okay, I think you understand the rule of purchase book. Let's see the sales book format of purchase book. Nana, I will draw here purchase book format for you. So this is the date, this is for amount, this is details, and this is inward invoice number, and this is LF. Okay, right. Right, see, this is the format: date, particulars, this is LF. LF means ledger folio number. Next, inward invoice number. Here I will write in capital letters beta, inward invoice number. So inward invoice number, here details, and here format, amount and rupees. Okay, this is the format of purchase book. This is the format of purchase book. Okay, this is the format of purchase book: date, particulars, LF, inward invoice number, details, and amount. This is the format. Okay, whenever you purchase goods, we'll record simply the name. Example, I will tell you. Here I will write one question. Just a minute. See, this is the question. For example, purchased goods from Ram, rupees 200. Purchased goods from Ram, rupees 200. One more question I will write here. Purchased goods for cash, rupees 500. Purchased goods from Mohan, rupees 100. Next, purchased furniture for rupees 10,000. Now look at the board, everyone. So what is credit transaction? I will explain to you here. So purchased goods from Ram is given in this question. Purchased goods from Ram. Are you able to see the question, beta? Yes, I think you are able to see the question. So what I written here? Purchased goods from Ram. Purchased goods from Ram given. Okay. So purchased goods from Ram given. Purchased goods from Ram. Whenever name is given, beta. Whenever name is given, you assume that is a credit transaction. Nana, మన ఇంటి దగ్గర కిరాణా షాప్ ఉంటుంది. ఓకేనా, మనము ఏదైనా పైసలు ఇచ్చి ఏదైనా వస్తువు కొన్నాం అనుకో, మన ఇంటి దగ్గర ఉన్న కిరాణా షాప్లో మన పేరు ఎంటర్ చేసుకుంటాడా? రాసుకోడు. అదే మీ మీ అమ్మ నాన్న వాళ్ళు ఊరికి వెళ్ళారు, ఓకేనా, నువ్వు ఒక బిస్కెట్ ప్యాకెట్ తీసుకొని అంకుల్ రేపు ఇస్తా అంటే ఇమీడియట్గా ఏం చేస్తాడైనా? నువ్వు ఒక బిస్కెట్ ప్యాకెట్ తీసుకున్న షాప్లో అంకుల్ పైసలు రేపు ఇస్తా అంటే ఇమీడియట్గా ఏం చేస్తాడు? ఆయన దగ్గర ఉన్న ఒక బుక్ ఓపెన్ చేసి నీ పేరు రాసుకుంటాడు. నీ పేరు ఏందో రాసుకొని అమౌంట్ 10 రూపీస్ బిస్కెట్ ప్యాకెట్ తీసుకున్నాను రాసుకుంటాడు. ఎందుకు? మర్చిపోతాడు కాబట్టి. అంటే ఆయన ఎప్పుడు బుక్లో పేరు రాసుకుంటాడు? నువ్వు క్రెడిట్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు, అప్పు తీసుకున్నప్పుడు, లేకపోతే రాసుకోడు. సో ఇయర్ ఆల్సో ద సేమ్ రూల్ అప్లికేబుల్ నానా. Whenever we purchase goods for credit, then only shopkeeper enters our name in the book. So here whenever purchase of goods given and name given, you assume that is credit purchases. So purchased goods from Ram rupees 200 given, so simply you have to write in particulars column Ram, in amount column 200. That's it, problem completed. Okay, see the next one. Purchased goods for cash. Purchased goods for cash. How we purchased goods? We purchased goods and we paid cash. So we are purchasing goods and we are paying cash, so we will not write in the purchase book. Why, sir? Because what I told you in the rule. See the rule. Cash purchase of goods are not recording. When you are purchasing goods and paying cash, we will not record. Where we will record? Already I told you, we will record in the cash book, not in the purchase book. Okay, I hope you understand. So now see the next transaction, third one. Purchased goods from Mohan. Purchased goods from Mohan. So here once again name given Mohan, so it is a credit purchases. Here we purchased goods and name is given Mohan, so it is a credit purchases. We purchased goods from Mohan but we not paid cash. So simply in purchase book write Mohan name here and him, what is the amount? 100 rupees right here. In invoice number place 1 2 we have to write serial numbers, better. If in the question invoice number means nothing but bill number. Invoice number, invoice number given. Invoice number means bill number. Whenever you purchased one any item, that shopkeeper will provide you one bill. On that bill right side corner with red ink or black ink, they will mention one number that is called bill number. That bill number we have to mention. If that bill number is not mentioned in the question, we have to write serial numbers 1 2 3. We have to write our bill numbers not mentioned in the question, then you have to write 1 2 3. So here I written 1 2. In date column, whatever date given, you have to write the date. This is the example. I will explain you problem afterwards. Okay, one example problem I am showing to you for your better understanding. This is an example. Okay, see the next one. Purchased furniture. What we purchased here? Furniture, not goods. So furniture is what? Furniture is an asset. Already I told you, whenever we purchased assets purchased are not recording. Assets purchased are not recording. We are purchasing the assets whether by paying cash or for credit. We will not record. Okay, so here we will not record this item. So these two items we will not record, these two items only we will record. Now do the total, 200 plus 100, 300. This is the total. Like this we will do the problem. I hope you understand how to do purchase book. Simple. You have to remember the 3 rules. Purchase book. In purchase book, only credit purchase of goods are recording. Cash purchase of goods are not recording, and assets purchase for cash or credit also we are not recording. If you remember this rule, you can able to do the problem easily. Okay, the same rule is applicable to sales book also. Okay, now we'll prepare sales book. sales book. Okay, so for sales book also same rule, Nana. First rule, only credit sale of goods, only credit sale of goods are to be recorded, are to be recorded. Next one, goods sold for cash, goods sold for cash are not to be recorded, not to be recorded. Third one, assets sold, assets sold are not recording. Same as it is purchase book. In the purchase book we will record only credit transaction. In sales book also we will record only credit transactions. In sales book also we will record only credit transaction, credit sale of goods. What we have to sell? We have to sell goods, that to credit. You have to remember that rule. Next, in sales book also cash, goods sold for cash we will not record. When we are selling the goods and in return we are receiving cash, we will not record in the sales book. In which book we will record? We will record in the cash book. Okay, and assets sold, assets sold are also not recording. Assets means already I told you, example land, building, etc. Okay, so whenever you sold assets we will not record. Okay, so what we have to sold? We have to sold goods, that too for how? Credit, then only we will record. Okay, now I will show you the format of sales book beta. So sales book format, this is the format of sales book. So date, particulars, LF number, LF number means ledger folio number, outward invoice number, outward invoice number, details and amount. Right, this is the format of sales book beta, same as it is. Instead of in purchase book and sales book, what is the difference? The only difference for sales book and purchase book is in sales book here we written outward invoice, we written here outward. Okay, but in the purchase book what we written here, you see, see here what we written, what we written beta here, inward. What we written here, inward, inward invoice number, inward. So the only difference is here we written inward and here we written outward. That is the only difference. Okay, purchase book and purchase written book, what is the difference? Here we written inward in purchase book and here we written outward. Why? Because when you are selling the goods, when you are selling the goods, goods are going from the business, going out, that's why we written outward. When you are purchasing the goods, goods are coming in, that's why we written inward. Invoice number means bill number, invoice number means you know very well, bill number. Okay, so let's see some examples. Same here also, here also same examples. Here I write one example beta for your understanding. Right, right, see here, for your understanding I am writing some example here. Goods sold for cash, goods sold for cash rupees 500. This is the first transaction. Okay, see the second one. Goods sold to Raghu. Goods sold to Raghu. Rupees 2000. Next. Furniture sold. Furniture sold. Rupees 500. Next. Next one. Goods sold. Right. Now look at the board beta. Let's see this problem also, example problem. This is also example, right? See the first one. What is saying here? Goods sold for cash. Goods sold for cash. Goods sold for cash. How we are selling goods? We are selling goods and we are receiving cash. ఇక్కడ మనం goods అమ్ముతున్నాము, cash తీసుకుంటున్నాము. So whenever you take in cash, okay, we will not record in the sales book because we will record only credit transaction. Sales book లో మనం purchase book లో సేల్స్ బుక్ లో కేవలం క్రెడిట్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్స్ రికార్డ్ చేస్తాము. ఇది క్యాష్ ఇచ్చి కొన్నాం కాబట్టి రికార్డ్ చేయొద్దు. సో హియర్ వి పర్చేస్ ద గూడ్స్ బై పేయింగ్ క్యాష్, విల్ రికార్డ్ ఇన్ ద క్యాష్ బుక్, నాట్ ఇన్ ద సేల్స్ బుక్, because see the rule here. What I said, only credit sale of goods are to be recorded. Credit అంటే అర్థమైంది, అప్పు గూడ్స్ అమ్ముతున్నాము కానీ పైసలు తీసుకోవద్దు, అప్పుడే రికార్డ్ చేయాలి. సో ఇక్కడ మనం పైసలు తీసుకున్నాము, గూడ్స్ సోల్డ్ ఫర్ క్యాష్, మనం క్యాష్ తీసుకుని అమ్మినాం కాబట్టి ఇది రికార్డ్ చేయొద్దు. సీ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. Goods sold to Raghu. Goods sold to Raghu. Goods sold to Raghu. That means in business we sold goods to Raghu but we not received cash. This is credit sale. So simply we have to write here Raghu name. Okay, in outward invoice number 1 and the amount 2000. That's it. Next one, furniture sold. What we sold here? Here we sold furniture. Here we sold furniture. Furniture is an asset. Furniture is an asset. See the rule. Assets sold are not recording. Assets sold are not recording. Okay, so this is furniture is an asset, so we will not record this one also. Okay, see the next one. Goods sold said, goods sold, business sold goods. When you sold goods, in return what you will receive? In return you will receive cash. Goods అమ్మినాం, రిటర్న్ ఏం తీసుకుంటాం? క్యాష్. అంటే ఇది క్యాష్ తీసుకుని అమ్మిన గూడ్స్, బికాస్ నేమ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ మెన్షన్డ్ ఇయర్. నేమ్ అనేది ఇవ్వలేదు ఈ క్వశ్చన్లా, అంటే ఇది క్యాష్ సేల్ అని అర్థం. ఇక్కడ నేమ్ మెన్షన్ చేయలేదు గూడ్స్లో క్వశ్చన్లో, కాబట్టి మనం గూడ్స్ అమ్మి క్యాష్ తీసుకున్నాము అని అర్థం. ఇయర్ నేమ్ ఈజ్ నాట్ మెన్షన్డ్ బెటా, దట్ మీన్స్ in business we sold goods but we received cash. So whenever we received cash, we will not record it in the sales book. Okay, so this one also we will not record. We will record only one transaction, and this is this one. Now total is 2000. Total completed problem. So like this we have to do the problem beta. So for doing these problems you have to know the rules of purchase book and sales book. See, this is the sales book for 3 rules. You have to remember, only credit sale of goods are to be recorded. These 3 points you have to know. You have to remember for doing the problems. Okay, so in next video we will prepare the problems. Okay, for that problems you have to know these 3 rules. Okay, in sales book we'll prepare only credit sale of goods are to be recorded. Okay, and goods sold for cash are not to be recorded. Assets sold are not recording. Similarly for purchase book also, only credit purchase of goods are recording, cash purchase of goods are not recording, assets purchase for cash are credit not recording. You have to remember these 2 rules, then only we can able to do the problem. Now before going to that, let's see the how many types of subsidiary books are there. Purchase book, purchase return book, sale return book, cash book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, journal proper. Okay, before I end this class, I will show you the format of purchase return book as well as sales return book format also I will show to you, but I will not explain to you example. In next video I will explain to you the example. Okay, let's see examples of purchase return book. purchase return book. So in purchase return book, simply we will record date, particulars, debit note number and amount. So this is the format of purchase return book: date, particulars, debit note number, amount. Okay. What is the meaning of debit note, Nana? Debit note means asking for 2 marks in the exam. Debit note means when the customer is returning goods to the supplier. When the customer is returning goods to the supplier, that time he will debit the supplier name, that is called debit note. For example, you are the supplier, I am the purchaser, I am purchasing goods from you. Okay, after purchasing goods, there are some damaged goods I got, so that damaged goods I am returning to you. Okay, while returning the damaged goods, your name, supplier name, I will debit. Okay, so and your supplier name I will debit. Okay, that means I will write on left side, debit side. So that is called debit note number. Okay, and what is containing in the debit note number? Debit note number containing the name and address of the supplier, who is supplied goods, what is his name. Second one, why we are returning the goods, why we are returning the goods, reasons for returning the goods, because goods are damaged, goods are broken, whatever it is the reason, we will mention the reason there. Next one, how much quantity we are purchased. Okay, for example, 10,000 goods we purchased. In this 10,000, I returned only 2,000 goods. So that one also will mention what is the quantity we purchased, 10,000. What is the quantity we returned? That both we will mention there. Okay, so these are the mentioning in debit note, asking for 2 marks. Remember. Next, one more account, that is sales return book. Sales return book. This is the format of sales return book. Same as it is. Date, particulars. So first one date, second one particulars, and third one is credit note number, amount. So this is the format of sales return book, beta. Which persons return the goods, that person name we will write here. Okay, what is the meaning of credit note? Credit note means the supplier sending this credit note to the customer, that his account is credited, and how much quantity of goods he returned is mentioned in that credit note, and what is the reason for returning the goods, that will also he will mention in the credit note. Credit note ante enna supplier customer ki పంపిస్తాడు. ఇంతకుముందు డెబిట్ నోట్ అంటే ఏం చెప్పుకున్నాం మనము? వాట్ ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ, డెబిట్ నోట్. డెబిట్ నోట్ అంటే ఏం చెప్పాను? కస్టమర్ సప్లయర్కి పంపిస్తాడు, అందులో గూడ్స్ ఎందుకు రిటర్న్ చేస్తున్నామో రీజన్ మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నాము అని చెప్పినాము. ఇప్పుడు క్రెడిట్ నోట్లో ఏమవుతుంది? సప్లయర్ కస్టమర్కి పంపిస్తాడు, ఏమని? అరే బాబు, నువ్వు గూడ్స్ నాకు రిటర్న్ పంపించావు కదా, సరే నా అకౌంట్ డెబిట్ చేసావు కదా, నేను నీ అకౌంట్ క్రెడిట్ చేస్తున్నా, నువ్వు 2,000 గూడ్స్ రిటర్న్ పంపించావు, నీకు నేను నీకు 2,000 క్రెడిట్ చేస్తున్నా, నువ్వు ఏమైనా కొనుక్కో 2,000తోని అని చెప్పి వానికి మెన్షన్ చేస్తాడు. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ క్రెడిట్ నోట్ నెంబర్. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈస్ ద ఫార్మేట్ ఆఫ్ పర్చేస్ బుక్, పర్చేస్ రిటర్న్ బుక్, సేల్ రిటర్న్ బుక్. This is the introduction for the third chapter, subsidiary books. Now we will prepare some problems from fourth chapter, preparation of subsidiary books for intermediate level. Okay, so stay in line, take care. Okay, I will continue in the next video. For this I am closing this session.